Hello, my name is Cindy Jones, and I'd like to bear my testimony about prayer and miracles. I'd like to share a story about that happened to me and my family a few years ago. I have a daughter, Catherine Jones, a son, Thomas Jones, and a husband, Chris Jones, who are all in the story. I want first to let you know that I believe with every fiber of my body that there is a Heavenly Father, a Jesus Christ, angels, and that they have helped me many times. This was a story where my daughter had gone to EFY so we were called by some friends after she left. Said, "Won't you come over to the Eastern Shore and visit?" Because that's where we used to live. And we said, "Oh, we'd love to. We love going to the beach." So we said, "Great." We didn't tell Catherine because we felt that it would hurt her feelings, and we didn't want her to be upset that had gone without her. So we took off and went to the Eastern Shore. So we stayed the weekend, and we started back on Sunday morning. Well, we were supposed to start back on Sunday morning. And I said, "Chris, let's make sure we start early. You know, I'm a morning person. I don't do well at night when I'm driving." And he couldn't drive because he was on a special medication for some muscle disorder. So, and Thomas was too young. So what we did is I said, "Well, let's please at the latest get started at 2. Well, not only did we not get started at 2, we didn't get started at 4, 6, and 2. We started at 8 o'clock at night, and it's a 4-hour, if you stop to eat, it was a 4-hour trip. So we're on the road, we stop and eat, and then I'm full, and then I'm very sleepy, and I'm just worthless driving like that. So the boys fell asleep, and I am driving along, and I notice that I'm starting to shake and my eyes are starting to close, and I'm praying hard. "Heavenly Father, please help me." And I was afraid to pull off because it was around 12 o'clock at night. And it was so dark, and I was afraid that on the highway it was too dangerous to stop, that somebody might stop, hurt us or something or whatever. I was just afraid to stop. So I kept, I turned the music on full blast, and I didn't seem to wake the guys. And then I rolled down the window. I was singing, I was dancing, I was doing everything I could. The next thing I remember, I hear the phone ring, and my chin is to my chest, and I reach over and I answer the phone, pick it up, and I say, "Oh, it's Catherine." Well, when I pick it up and I look up, I realize that I'm in the car, and the car is moving, and that I've been asleep. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness." So I grabbed the wheel, I'm holding the phone, and I said, "Hello?" And she goes, "Mom, I am so sorry to wake you." And I said, Don't be sorry." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "I was asleep at the wheel. You just woke me up. You probably saved their lives." And she goes, "Oh, that explains it." And I said, "Explains what?" And she goes, "I kept hearing this little voice say, 'Call your mother.'" And the first time I ignored it. The second time it got a little bit more intense. "Call your mother." The second time I said, "No, Mom goes to bed early. I don't want to wake her up." So the third time was intense. It said, "Call your mother." So I called. I'm so glad. I said, "I'm so glad you do. You probably saved all of our lives." And I'm looking at the road, but the miracle on top of a miracle was that the car was perfectly between the lines when I looked up. It wasn't even drifting over the lines. It was between the two lines. There was somebody driving my car. And then dead ahead, no pun intended, was a 90-degree angle to the left over a railroad tracks. So we were like on the bridge over top of it. That if she had not listened to that prompting, we probably would have been airborne onto the train tracks. So please, listening to your promptings and pray. And I bless you with the love of Jesus Christ, that you see many miracles, and have a wonderful day.